That's not who I am. That's not who I want to be. Yeah, because you can't get rid of that. That voice in your head saying, like, I messed up this bad. That doesn't go away. I cheated. It was one day in English class. We were taking a literature exam, and I had turned in my Scantron, and my question sheet happened to be on my desk, and I didn't turn that in by accident. And a friend of mine at the time turned to me and said, hey, you know, we should take a picture of that and give it to our friend. And I made a decision, and I took a picture of the exam, and I gave it to the person. And that's when word got back to administration, and we got in trouble.
Never did I think that she'd be caught cheating, helping someone cheat, or have anything to do with cheating.
I remember the day I was called down to the office. They pulled me out of class in front of everyone, and they asked me, they said, do you want to call your parents or should we? And I remember saying, like, I have to call my parents, you know, I have to be the one to tell them this. And that was the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
So the phone rings and no call that early is a good thing. And she's already crying on the other side of the phone, and the simple words, Mom, I really messed up.
Oh, it wasn't the initial, I want to kill her first. First, I wanted to get her calm. I mean, she was hysterical when she called us on the phone. She couldn't get the words out. You know, I really screwed up. I messed up everything. And she kind of did.
Speechless. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know, as a parent, I didn't know how to help her. I didn't know what I could do.
I was kicked out of every honor society I had ever worked for, National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society. I had to be moved to a different English class, so any credit that I had earned in that class was gone. And losing the respect of from my parents and my teachers and everyone around me, like, it's really hard to deal with. I'm still dealing with it.
Once the cyberbullying started, I think that things just got a lot harder, because even though the whole situation was hard in the first place, I think that the cyberbullying didn't make it any better. So when people start saying nasty things, not only on the internet, but in real life too, being behind the scenes and hearing people say things, it's not easy when you're her best friend and you know what kind of person she really is.
It's a helpless feeling as a parent to know you've nurtured your child to do the right thing and be smart and make good choices. And then again, it's a helpless feeling that in one 30-second lapse of judgment, that it can all be flushed and gone.
It's everywhere. I think it's almost become like common ground. Like in middle school, I remember someone telling me, oh, you don't cheat, you're a goody-goody. And I was like, isn't that the right thing to do? And it seems like nowadays it's just normal to cheat. Like I see it every day, from like little cheat sheets in people's hands to what I did taking a picture. It's everywhere. Even when you get an A, it almost feels like you could have done better. Like it's not 100, then it's not what it should be. That if it's an A-, it's still not an A+. Like it's never good enough, the grades you get. There's like always that desire to be absolutely perfect in everything we do for college. It like disgusts me now seeing it like around me, that how could I have even thought about something like that? I think I've completely grown. My perspective's completely different on the whole college process and the pressures and how I approach it, and completely different.
We want her to learn from this and not, okay, she won't make that same wrong choice again, but how can she teach others about, oh, I'll never get caught, it's only a small thing. Chances are you will get caught. And the repercussions are huge. It's not worth your reputation.
Losing the respect of the people who have had it for me is like what I'm most worried about. My teacher saying, how could she do something like that? Or that's not her, but I mean, it happened, it's reality.
You have to make the right choice all the time. That 30 seconds of making the wrong decision, it can affect your life and will affect your life.
I mean, everyone always says like choices define us, but I think from my perspective, it's how you bounce back from those mistakes that like defines you as a person. And what I did that day is not me, and I'm trying my best to come back from that.
Making the wrong decision took 30 seconds of her studying for thousands of hours to be who she really is was taken away in a second. And that kids do make mistakes.
I made a mistake. I mean, people make mistakes, it's human, but I think it's how you grow from them and how you approach situations like that in the future that really makes a person.